Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week of July 10th to the 16th, 2023. First card out for you is Service with the sacral chakra. Beautiful stuff here. If you guys are in the service industry at all, I see you taking on a lot of fulfilling work this week, making lots of money with that, so that is wonderful. Also, just generally speaking, I see you really helping people out this week, specifically family, friends, neighbors even. Some of you might be, I don't know why this is so specific, like watching a neighbor's dog or cat or house or something like that. So I know that's so specific, but I'm just seeing you helping people out this week, kind of contributing part of your community. I'm seeing really strong Virgo energy in your energy field this week. Virgo is the sign of being of service to others, helping others. And so I see you just taking on some responsibility, helping out your community, whatever your community is, your social support system, your family, your friends, doing favors. I don't know, I keep coming back to like watching a house, watching an animal, or someone's children, babysitting, or just taking care of someone's health, something like that. Some of you guys might be taking on an additional type of responsibility, supporting some type of life. So that could be like fostering animals, for example, or something like that. I just see you being very helpful to your community at this time. Next, we have why. I ask this question every day. Why? Okay, and this beautiful card has question marks and someone reaching down to a book with wings on it. And this might be a question you're asking a lot this week to the universe. Why is this happening? Why did I see that sign? Why is this particular plant or bird or number keep repeating in my life, keeps coming out? This is kind of how you learn more and unfold on your spiritual journey. Just having that curiosity, following that curiosity is going to take you to a really big place. So if there's anything in your life that you just feel tempted to look up more about, read some books on, Google search, encyclopedia. Does anyone use encyclopedias anymore? I see you kind of doing that, and that curiosity can actually change your life because it can lead you into a whole new life direction. That's how I actually started doing tarot. Like, I was just curious about psychic abilities because I felt like I've had them my whole life. So I just read one topic after the other, and every time I would learn something new, my curiosity would ask another question, and then I'd get another book or learn more about that, and just kind of began on this self-study of things that I was curious about. And that eventually throughout the years led into this business and this YouTube channel and my other YouTube channel, and being in service to others from that curiosity. And because you have curiosity and service coming out, and if we notice all of the orange here, sacral chakra, which has to do with your passions and just kind of following your instincts, like your instinct is leading you down a specific road, your curiosity is leading you down a specific road. I just see that energy really strong this week. So this week we are going to get a message from your spirit guides and ancestors, and that message is listen, with this beautiful piece of art here. And it says, you have to be willing to listen if you want to really understand someone. Now is not the time to be offering advice, but to be a compassionate listener. To listen fully and intently means to pay attention, not just to what's being said, but to what lies beneath the words. And this is such an important message because I don't know about you guys, I'm also a Cancer, so I have a feeling you've probably been down this road before, but I've definitely had situations in the past, like relationships and friendships, where they told me exactly who they are, exactly what they can offer, and in the past I kind of romanticized what I wanted and projected that onto the person, even though in the beginning they were very direct, saying like, I have commitment issues, or I don't want something serious. My Cancerian unevolved brain, who wanted something more, was like, oh, I can, subconsciously I was like, I can change them, or they'll change their mind, whatever. And it's just like, if you just listen exactly to what people are saying and doing and take it at a very surface level, like, this is what you're literally saying, this is what you are literally doing, that's your guideline for how you should act, okay? Especially if you have strong Cancer placements, which you do because you're watching this video, okay? Because Cancer placements are extremely psychic, and you can pick up on the fullest potential of everyone in your life. You could see the light within everyone. And so I feel like just about everyone who has major Cancer placements, they have to go through this karmic lesson of like being able to see the beauty, the light in everyone, because that's a beautiful gift, while still having boundaries and saying, you know what, they're choosing not to act in this light, or they're literally telling me, showing me, and giving me exactly what they're gonna do right now. Even though I know they could do better, even though I know this has more potential, what they are saying to me is that they can't offer something more or whatever. So I'm seeing you here really listening to people this week and not kind of projecting what you psychically pick up about them. Does that make sense? You might psychically pick up that someone can do better, be better, offer more, but you know, based off what they're saying in their actions, you know, that's what you should be going off of, you know? And this is something that I feel like everyone with strong psychic placements, like, it can be your biggest tool to be able to just listen on the surface level and act accordingly. Because, you know, I was friends with some narcissists back in the day, and this is gonna be so hard to describe. I would always like kind of play ignorant or like pretend like my psychic premonitions like didn't exist. Like and because I was acting very surface level, like this is what you're saying, this is what you're doing, it almost made me immune to narcissistic abuse or like manipulations or like their change and like subtle tone to try to make me insecure. I would almost like act like this puppy, this puppy dog that just would literally take everything literally, you know? This is what you're saying, this is what you're doing. I'll go according to that. I'm not playing your weird mind games. I'm not, you know, whatever. It is such a good tool for protection. Okay, and it just makes things so much simpler in your life, in your relationship. So listen when people talk. Okay, 9 tarot cards, 3 rows of 3 to get the fullest overview of this week. We have Ace of Swords as your first card. Beautiful. So this first card always to me represents like the past few weeks and months, and we're seeing new communication, a new direction kind of popping up recently in your life. So this could be a new project you recently started or a new relationship communication with someone that's kind of evolving here. Again, just this why message paired with this, I feel like there's a really new start here. To me, it's not like you're planting a seed this week. It's like you've planted a new seed in the past several weeks, and it's starting to like be at that stage where it's really like growing. I don't know if you guys garden. I don't know how to describe this if you don't. It's like not at that very delicate, fresh seedling stage, but it's like a child plant. It's just so green and beautiful. There's like not a single brown leaf on it, and it has so much potential to grow. And you know that later on this thing will bear fruit and flowers and just be so abundant. But right now it's at that very exciting phase of like, oh look, it has a little bud growing. So plant metaphor aside, this to me is something really exciting that has recently started in your life. New communication, new direction, new project that you've been nurturing. Okay. Second card out is the Hierophant in reversed, and to me this is really saying to listen to your own intuition. This is the spiritual leader card, and when it's in reverse like this, it kind of to me shows that you are in this position of being your own spiritual leader. Okay, so any gurus or, you know, self-help kings and queens, your friends that you go to for advice, this card in reverse is saying maybe this week it is better for you to really follow your own advice and make your own decisions. Sometimes we get caught in this inability to make decisions confidently on our own. It's like we have to reach out to so many different people to see all of their perspectives and kind of use our brain as an algorithm to combine everyone else's advice and not really factor in our own advice. And so the Hierophant in reverse is saying, what if you just went your own way, did your own thing, and listened to your own intuition this week, Cancer? Wouldn't that be amazing? Third card out for you is the 3 of Wands in reversed. Okay, to me this feels like something is in a growth state and you haven't necessarily achieved your goal fully just yet, but you're kind of in the process of doing that. Whatever this is, it might have felt like, it feels like it's taking its time, but that's a good thing. Does that make sense? So if this is like a new communication, you know, someone you just recently started dating, for example, this is gonna be moving a bit slower, but it feels like it's a good thing for you, like just letting it evolve naturally. and listening to your own intuition when it comes to that. Like, you know, this just feels like the right pace, so let's go with that. We don't have to follow this exact guideline of what society and all these like relationship blogs and stuff says that you need to follow. Like, oh, by month 3 exactly you need to discover exactly where this is going. And you know, that advice is a good rough outline, I guess you could say, but like at the end of the day, your life is so unique and your situation is so unique. So you may speed things up faster or slow things down more depending on your unique situation. And so this is just further confirmation of follow your own timeline, follow your own advice, your own intuition. Okay, do what feels right. You don't have to rush into anything at all this time. In fact, for Cancer, for some reason I'm just seeing you, it's so strange because I feel like in the like a year, not from now, a year past, like this time last year, you might have really been in this impatient energy. I was totally feeling that for Cancer, like impatience, wanting things to move forward quickly. Like maybe you're just like, I just need my career to take off right now, and I just need to get married, and I need to do this and that and this and that. And then for some reason this year, you're just in a totally new mindset this time around. Because it's like, you know what, there's no rush to do any of this stuff. You know, I'm just vibing, enjoying life. So it's actually really good. There may also be extra circumstances, experiences that you've went through this year so far that kind of made you realize, you know, I just want to take things really slowly right now. Maybe you had some dramatic changes and shifts happen in the past couple of months. And so you're like, let's just simmer down and take our time with this, whatever this is to you. Okay, there's no rush, it feels like. Second row out, fourth card is the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, right underneath that Ace of Swords. This new thing that has come in for you in the past few weeks, whether it's a relationship or a project, having this come out right underneath it is showing that this is here to stay. You know, this new project, this new relationship has really strong long-term potential for sure. Okay, money obviously may be a huge factor if this is like a project, a business, a new career that you started. But also here I'm seeing like if this is love or family related, or like a new home that you recently bought, a new relationship you started, something like that. This is something that you're gonna actually, it's gonna be in your life for a long time. Okay, so settle in. If any of you recently moved, for example, and you're thinking to yourself, you know, oh, well, I don't want to get too settled here because I might move again. This is your sign of like, no, paint the walls, put that wallpaper up, you know, really make this your space, okay? Act as if like you're going to be staying here for the rest of your life. Like really settle in and make it your beautiful home, your beautiful space, okay? I think Cancer, you're most comfortable, anyone with strong Cancer placements, you're most comfortable kind of making your home. You are the sign of home. So it's like, even if you're living a very nomadic lifestyle, you know, moving from one place to the other, it's really important for your well-being to really establish roots and settle into wherever you're at in life. And this could even be jobs. If you're jumping around job to job, like constantly looking for the better thing, that's great. But, you know, really settle in, get to know all of your coworkers, you know, put pictures on your desk, you know, make this seem like home. That is when you are going to be at your most powerful, because you have a strong Cancer placement, and, you know, it's just asking you to be more settled in. So I also want to say, like, if any of you had any ideas recently to like renovate or redo a certain room in your house, this is a big yes sign. Like, absolutely do it. In fact, you could start that this week. That would be really awesome. Center of your spread is the Two of Wands in reverse. We have the Three of Wands reversed, Two of Wands in reversed. To me, it's just like, I'm getting this sense, Cancer, of like this new energy that came in, this new relationship, project, career. It's like, it almost feels like it's not necessarily, it has you questioning, like, okay, well, what is the rest of my life gonna look like from here? You know, it's a new element that you might not have necessarily incorporated into your long-term plan. And so I just feel like your long-term plan may be a little bit up in the air right now this week, because these new elements of love or money, or like, I don't know, new situations have been kind of incorporated into your life, and you're still kind of like, how do I navigate my future path now with these new elements that aren't quite settled yet? To me, it feels like there's newness, and you don't know where this new situation, relationship, whatever, you don't know how long it's going to last. You don't know how it's going to play into your life yet. You're still kind of incorporating it and seeing where it's going to go. Cancer, I feel you in this energy of like, I'm just seeing where things go right now. There's no rush to kind of understand it. And because this energy feels so like up in the air, that's why it's so important for you to ground yourself and make home where you're at. Okay, be comfortable with this present moment right now and settle into it. Okay, and keep settling, keep establishing roots until you have a clear, no, this isn't for me answer. Otherwise, just pretend like this is something that could potentially, last a long time. I don't know. Sixth card out, the High Priestess in reversed. Okay. Yeah, guys, you have the Priestess and the Priest, both in reverse. This is the Divine Feminine spiritual leader and the Divine Masculine spiritual leader. And they're both coming out in reversed here, which is a huge problem, Cancer. It's a huge problem because these cards are both saying that you have been overly reliant or dependent on people external to you when it comes to your life path, okay? And so I see you this week breaking out of codependent thinking. For some of you, you might have been with a partner, for example, for a really long time. And, I guess because of the length of time you've been together, you kind of just have integrated so much, but now this week you might be kind of thinking, well, what if I want to live a more nomadic lifestyle? What if I want to do this or that? I don't know. I'm getting these questions, almost like these doubts in your mind here when it comes to your long-term future. And Spirit's really saying you don't need to make any huge decisions on your long-term future. Also, your future is constantly changing, all right? With every decision you make, your future path changes. Butterfly effect. And you don't need to be so set in stone with things right now. So I'm seeing that here. The High Priestess reversed is saying like your intuition has been telling you something and you've been ignoring it. Hierophant in reverse is saying like your path in life is not going to be typical, stereotypical, okay, predictable. It's something very unique to you. And if you keep relying on other people to make decisions for your life or kind of going along with what everyone else wants, going along with someone else's plan in life, you're always going to feel a little lost. So I don't know, I'm seeing something like that there. I definitely want to see this last row of cards though, so let's dive into that. Seventh card out, third row, Six of Cups in reversed. Really interesting. So Six of Cups is a super duper happy card about friendship and longevity. In reverse though, this is kind of showing an old friend, someone from your past. I'm seeing something there, especially underneath the Ten of Pentacles. To me, it feels like someone from your past may want something more with you, okay? And you're just like, eh. I'm also seeing like a nice guy friendship for some of you, or coworker even, where it's like they're very nice to you, they're your friend, like, and they assure you like I'm your friend, but you just intuitively know that they want something more with you. And to me, honestly, I'm feeling that you probably don't want that. Like it's an unreciprocated type of love where you're the one that's just like, I really wanted this friendship. I didn't want it to be weird, but like you're subconsciously kind of picking up that they might want something more. Okay, so I don't know, I'm seeing something like that. You may have a history with this person as well. Like maybe you dated this person or were a situationship and it didn't work out and you genuinely like them as a person, so you're like, I want to be friends with you. I want to be friendly with you. But you're feeling intuitively that this person can't handle that. It's just like really kind of a disappointment, a minor disappointment. It's not like this big devastating thing in your mind where you're just like really upset over it. It's just like a minor, like, it happens. I wish we could have been friends. But I'm just intuitively picking up that you keep trying to like push it to be something more, or like I'm not sure how healthy this friendship could be when you have big feelings for me. So, it's a situation like that I'm picking up for many Cancers, okay? It's like you really enjoy someone as a friend and you definitely, it feels like they're making it obvious this week that they want something more. And some of you might have actually already had a conversation with this person saying like, hey, I'm just wanting to be friends. And they may be kind of like pushing your boundaries a bit there. Or you said, I just want to be friends, and magically they stop talking to you, okay? It'll be different for everyone. For most people, I feel like they're still in your life trying to push for something more, and it's just a little bit uncomfortable. So, random prediction, but that's what I'm seeing for Cancer. 8th card out is the 3 of Cups. Okay, here's these genuine friendships, though, having fun. Probably going to celebrate. Oh, by the way, guys, if it's your birthday, happy birthday this week. We do see celebration here, so would not be surprised if many of you were born this week. And if you also recently had a birthday, happy birthday. But yeah, we do see celebration here, people getting together to celebrate a win in life, some type of milestone like a birthday or engagement, wedding, baby shower, even just getting together for no reason whatsoever other than just have a fun time with your friends, family, loved ones. So I am seeing parties, get-togethers, really fun social events. So if you have any social events planned in your calendar, it'll be really fun. If you're invited to anything this week and you're kind of on the fence about it, I would say go. It would be really fun. Okay, and 9th card out, King of Cups. Love. There is a strong person in your life, and they could be a water placement as well. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They don't have to be, though. And they're really, like I said, here for the long haul. Really stable, mature person in your life. They could be older than you, or they could just be someone who's been in your life for a really long time. Or if they're new to your life, which I definitely see that for some people, this is someone who you just feel like you've known them for years. You feel like you've known them for a really long time. And this reading's kind of confirmation for you, like, yeah, they're, I know you have some doubts and worries, you're trying to take it slow, whatever, but like, this person's really trustworthy, and I just see them being such a good influence in your life. And someone's a good influence when they inspire you to do and be better. Like I'm thinking of someone in my own life, actually, because Spirit speaks to me through my own memories to channel messages. And this person, like, we haven't known each other for very long, but like they inspire me to like continue learning a certain thing that I'm learning after procrastinating so much, and they inspire me to, see more of the world and be more, do more. So they're just such a great influence. And I'm seeing someone very similar for you here. And for others of you, this could be a father figure or brother figure, something like that, even cousin, who you might just be spending a lot of time with this week, especially with the 3 of Cups, like getting closer, having a deeper conversation with them. So yeah, I don't know, really great social energy here, longevity, new projects, communication. So this is a good week. The only thing here that I'm seeing is like, you don't need to rush into anything, and also listen to your own gosh darn intuition, okay? Like, stop gathering so much advice from all the people around you. Just have more confidence in what you want, you know what I'm saying? And what you're feeling. I feel like some of you are ignoring your intuition that's saying, hey, this person has feelings for you, whoever this friend is who you don't have reciprocated feelings for. So I don't know, listen to your intuition, guys. Thank you for joining me. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you've not already, comment how this resonated down below. And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. Bye-bye.